Couldn't tax, couldn't raise a standing army, and couldn't even get enough states to agree on the simplest decisions. Veterans were returning home to empty promises and shattered but to save the nation, maybe even by ruling it. What if the United States had a king? Imagine George Washington not as the first president but as America's first monarch, crown and all. Would we have royal palaces in Philadelphia? Would the founding fathers have become founding lords? It sounds wild, but this isn't just a fantasy. In 1782, the American Revolution was dragging on and the dream of liberty was starting to look shaky. Even the most loyal patriots like Colonel Louis Nicola were desperate for answers. So, what did Nicola do? He wrote a letter that would shock history. He asked, why not a monarchy? Why not Washington as king? Was monarchy really such a dirty word, or could it be the answer to America's chaos? Nicola argued, let us not be slaves to names. Monarchy need not mean tyranny. He saw a strong, stable government as the key to protecting the revolution's hard-won freedoms. But wait, was Nicola really suggesting a return to British rule? Not at all. He was dreaming up something brand new, an American monarchy, built on Enlightenment ideals, with Washington as a constitutional king, a leader bound by law, not above it. Could this have united a fractured nation? And Nicola wasn't alone. Some whispered about a military protectorate, others imagined a crowned republic. Even European nobles watched, betting that America would eventually choose a crown. Was the world right? Was a monarchy America's destiny all along? After all, could a republic really survive? Could a brand new nation resist the pull of tradition and stability, or would the temptation of a crown prove too strong? Even many Americans doubted the experiment of self-government. That's why Washington's response was so electrifying. He didn't just say no, he made a stand. If I am not mistaken, I have heard my countrymen speak of independence with enthusiasm. For me to betray that cause would be monstrous. In that moment, Washington chose the wild, uncertain path of republicanism over the comfort of a crown. But what if he hadn't? Let's dive into the untold story of how close America came to having a king, and what might have happened if history had taken a royal turn. The year is 1783. The Revolutionary War is over, America has won, but it's falling apart. Under the Articles of Confederation, Congress has no real power, no president, no taxes, no money. The soldiers who fought the war, they haven't been paid in months. Many are starving, some are furious. Whispers begin. Some officers are talking about marching on Congress. Others want something more radical. They want to install a strong leader. A king, maybe. General Washington. In May 1782, Washington receives a strange letter. It's from Colonel Louis Nicola, a respected officer. Nicola writes, in our current state, monarchy may be the only solution, and he suggests Washington should lead it. Washington is horrified. He responds immediately saying, you could not have found a person to whom your schemes are more disagreeable. He shuts it down, hard. But it doesn't end there. Tension keeps rising, and soon, the crisis reaches a breaking point. The army is now based in Newburgh, New York. Officers there are angry. Congress is ignoring them. No pay, no respect. A secret meeting is planned. Some want to threaten Congress, and some even want a military-backed takeover. Washington finds out. The news reaches him quickly. Rumors of unrest, whispers of a possible mutiny among his most trusted officers. He knows he cannot ignore it. And well, he does something bold. He shows up, uninvited. The officers are caught off guard, unsure what to expect from their commander. He walks into the room, and suddenly, all eyes are on him. The tension is thick, the air heavy with anticipation. He begins to speak, calmly, with control. His voice is steady, but everyone senses the gravity of the moment. Then he pulls out a letter. His hands shake slightly. The officers notice and a hush falls over the room. He stops for a second. The silence is almost overwhelming, as if time itself has paused. He reaches into his pocket and slowly puts on a pair of spectacles. It's a small gesture, but it speaks volumes. He says, "Gentlemen, you must pardon me." His words are soft, but they carry immense weight. "I have grown gray in your service, and now find myself growing blind." The room goes silent. Some officers cry, overcome by emotion. In just a few words, the conspiracy dies. No coup, no king. The threat dissolves, replaced by loyalty and respect. Just one man, reminding them what they fought for. His humility and courage changed the course of history. But imagine if he didn't. What if Washington had accepted the crown? He becomes King George I of America. Congress fades. Democracy dies in its cradle. The Constitution, never written. Elections, maybe never held. Power would be inherited, not earned. America could have become just another monarchy, like Britain, like France, like everywhere else. That single moment in Newburgh could have changed history forever. Washington said no, not just once, but twice. Later, after 2 terms as president, he stepped down again. Even King George III reportedly said, if he does that, he will be the greatest man in the world. And he did. That choice, to walk away, set the tone for every president after him. No crowns, no kings, just citizens, leading citizens. That's why this story matters, because real power is knowing when not to use it. If you made it this far, you're the kind of person who knows how powerful history can be. So tell me, what do you think would have happened if Washington said yes? Drop your take in the comments. Hit like if you learned something new. And subscribe for more real stories that could have changed everything, because history isn't just what happened, it's what almost did.